SpiderScribe.net is a great tool for mind mapping. Here you can see that we've clicked on New and we type in the name of the map. In this case, it's a Connectivism mind map. And then we click Create. Then you'll see this screen come up, and it's very easy and intuitive to start. You just drag over, as you'll see, the little box, and you type in the first concept that you want to be there. In this case, as I said, Connectivism. This tool is great for helping students to make connections between items, and also what they could do is to research the various aspects and then create additional nodes for each of the items. What I'm doing in this case is I have connected these two, and I am typing in behaviorism, which is another concept to contrast with connectivism. And if you click on that corner, you can see that you have an option to duplicate or to delete that particular box or node. Just drag out from the bottom and you'll see that the arrow comes out automatically where you can type in your next item, which in this case is Cognitivism. And then we're going to drag out one more and type in Constructivism. Now, in this case, I realized that I wanted something to organize these learning theories. And so I made a new box that was not connected, and I typed in something from some research that I had done that says that these particular theories are not impacted by technology because of the early date at which they were formulated. Now, what I discovered is that if you click on one of the arrows and it turns red, that it will go away. So what you have to do is you connect from one item to the next item, pulling it out from the bottom. And what you'll see is if you don't bring it all the way up to the box, then it will create another box, which you don't necessarily need. In this case, I didn't need that one. So I tried it again. And this time I have this concept of areas that are not impacted by technology. And these are the three theories. So I didn't want connectivism connected to these other ones, so I deleted that arrow. And I created some more connections. All you have to do again is to click on the plus at the bottom of that window and begin typing. So what I'm doing here is I'm including aspects that make up this concept of connectivism. And I typed it in, then I decided I wanted to change it a little bit. So all you have to do is, as you would with any kind of a typing program, just go back and continue to type at the beginning. So then I drew out another arrow, and it automatically creates this box. I continue doing this, and you will notice, and we'll do something with background color a little bit later, but when you're typing, it's a different color. It comes up as orange, but then it changes to white. So now I've drawn down another arrow to make another node, and then I decided that what I would actually like to do is see if I could add a picture as a representation. So I clicked over to the menu of choices at the side and dragged over an image. So in order to do that, all you have to do is you click on it and search on your hard drive for the image that you wanted to include. In this case, I'm showing a network database because interactions with databases are an important part of the ideas of connectivism. So now I have connected those and dragged that over. So that gives you a lot of things you could do. For example, you could even, with your class, have an entire mind map that was made up only of images, and then see what kind of connections you can make through those. So this seems like it would be a very versatile tool. It is a free tool, by the way. So now what I did is I decided, I put in the name George Siemens, who is the originator of Connectivism, and I did a little bit of research to see where he is currently located. So we might want to make a map of this location. So I dragged the map over and I typed in the location. He's at University of Texas at Arlington. However, I never could actually, I got an error message about that, so I'm not sure how you actually make the map connect, but having that opportunity is kind of an exciting possibility of what you can add. So the one that I haven't used yet, well, there's also the ability to add files, which you could do. I'm not going to do that for this demonstration, but then next I drag over a calendar item. So this could be really great for adding dates for people. What I decided to do is I put the date in January 2005 of the original article that he wrote on the subject of connectivism. And it was in the January issue, and I just randomly chose the 19th just to be able to have something in there. And so then I put, article on connectivism published. So this gives you an idea of the scope that you can give to the mind map. You can change the font size, the border thickness, the background color, which is something that I'm going to do next. Just to give you an idea, I'm going to work on the node for behaviorism. I was still, tried a little bit more to see if I could make that map work by putting the entire address in there. Now, something to remember is that if you have been using one of the other types instead of the text box, whatever you did last is what will come up. So that's why the date choice came up when it did. So storing knowledge in friends is a concept that he discusses. So now we're dragging behaviorism down, and we're going to add some nodes underneath that. So again, click and drag, and I've put in there an aspect. Now, if you want to make something 2 lines, you can do Shift and Enter, and that will make it single spaced. And I've gone over to background color and changed that background color. So what I'm showing you here is that you can group things, make it evident that they fit together by making the background a different color. Again, if you wanted to, you could change the font size, and also the font color, depending on what it is that you want to demonstrate and what seems like it works best for you and your class. So now again, I've picked a color, and that's as far as I'm going to go right now on this mind map. But I recommend SpiderScribe for a great way to work with the concept of mind mapping. Thanks for your attention.